Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to talk about the newest event in the world of Monster Strike. It is the Mikai no Boken Fune. We've had this 2 times in the past, and well, it's here again with its 3rd edition here. It lasts for about 2 months, which is actually a little bit reduced from what we are used to in the past. So do keep that in mind if you are trying to gauge it against past experiences on how casually you might be able to do this. You might have to pick it up a slightly bit faster, or they just realize the people who do finish it end up finishing that much quicker, so they just cut off the time. And people like me who just kind of get lazy about it and get sick of it. I have not finished either of the previous appearances of the C's here, so such as that. But let's make sure that we can go over the details so that maybe if you are new to this, you at least get a decent rundown of what this area is all about. You can see my screen there. In game, we are on the event tab. You can see that new area available there. When you click into it, you get to be placed into this lovely area and extra new music, which was really nice. But basically, as you can see, there will be 3 new islands available for you to travel in. And this is important if you have heard about the older monsters like Trinova or Piscis. Those monsters will not be coming back, and I don't think they will ever be coming back. So if you missed out on them, sorry, there's just no way to get them again in this game. But we have 3 new islands to adventure around, and we can start taking on those monsters. So what is the basic flow here? So as you can see, there's 1 island for you that is unlocked to begin with. You can start challenging there. You can go click on that island and start making your travels toward it. The first time you unlock an island, you will be able to land immediately, but after that you will have to wait for a certain amount of time before you actually arrive at that island. Ooh, sorry. As you can see, I have started my journey for my 2nd attempt at the quest, and I have almost 2.5 hours to wait before I get there. Every time, if you are starting at point 0, it will cost 4 hours of your time to be able to actually arrive to the next generation. There are 1 of 4 different destinations that you could arrive at. They will have a different boss that you take on for that particular island. And, you will try to clear that quest and get that monster and to pick up luck. And why luck is important here is this was introduced in the last edition, but to unlock on all the islands, not only do you need to spend 4,000 stones to get that particular upgrade for your boat to travel to that new island, you also need to have achieved a total of 200 luck for all of the monsters specific to that island before you get the right to upgrade your boat. So that is important. You need to make sure you do that before you can move on to the next island. And this is nice, a slight change here for the bonus drops. Before you only got it on the 3rd and 5th drop. The 10th drop was actually just a Divine Charl, which I think most of us veterans have no use for. But I've checked my list and done it twice to make sure I wasn't looking at it incorrectly, and I'm going to check it one more time. But it does indeed say that on the 10th clear you will get 10 bonus drops for that particular boss monster. So they are making it slightly easier to finish off these quests, whereas before it was a little bit of a slog. So if you clear each particular quest 10 times, that's a total of 18 bonus drops, because you'll get 3 on your 3rd clear, 5 on your 5th clear, and 10 on your 10th clear, which is always good news. Now, when you arrive at a destination, there is a chance that you do not want to run that quest again, right? Now, obviously if you've already max lucked a monster, you don't need to play that again. You can open up that quest, and then there's a blue button there for you to click. That blue button there is not a stock button, right? I know it's blue, but if you can't read, it says something different in Japanese there. This is your skip button. And if you decide, I don't want to run this quest again, I'm staying on this island, but I want to go to a different port. you can skip and then you will set sail again. But the good thing here is that the amount of time you have to wait will be reduced by 50% to 2 hours. You can skip one more time. Let's say you get unlucky and you still get a quest that you don't want to run. You can skip again. It'll only cost 1 hour to wait. Now, it doesn't get decreased beyond that. So if you keep skipping, you're still going to be at a minimum threshold of 1 hour wait. But it is better than having to wait another 4 hours again by clearing a quest that you don't care about, right? So make sure you do keep that in mind if you are, are towards the end of the island and you really want a particular quest. I recall a lot of people complaining about their random picks for these, bosses that they encounter. It's inevitable that it skews to one monster over another. And so this will at least help you try and get that particular quest that you want to run. And of course, in general, as you clear these quests, you will get these secret stones, mysterious stones that are used for this area only. However, this is important. As a host, you'll get a certain amount of crystals. Guests will only earn a small percentage. I believe it was 1/5 of the normal amount earned. So, you are slightly encouraged to be the host of these quests so that you can earn these stones at a faster pace. But this is something I would highly recommend that, you take advantage of co-op quite a lot. It will make your life easier for sure. Oh, and don't forget, there is a chance that one of the destinations will be a turtle quest. That turtle quest does give you 500 stones for clearing. So while it does not give you, a boss drop for that island, will not contribute to luck for moving on to the next island, it will help you out immensely for getting these stones. So make sure you don't miss out on those. All right, and let's talk about the Apostolos. The Apostoloses here are basically it's like the EX kind of style where you clear a quest and then it will invade after you have cleared it. You can take it on separately. Of course, once you get that, you don't have to immediately take on that quest. And the good thing here is whether you are a guest or a host, you will be able to get this invade. Sometimes only a host will be able to get such an invade. This is available to all people who play a quest. And if one person in your quest got it, all of the other people in your party also got it too. So if you want, that whole party can take on that Apostolos quest right away, whether or not they were the hosts. All right? But this is important. If you want to join any Apostolos quest, you must have that invade in your inventory to begin with, right? You cannot just leech Apostolos' quest, which is a unique thing in the world of Monster Strike, right? Like, you can easily play this game just being a guest everywhere, max luck, all that stuff, never host anything in your life, I think, right? That's possible. But that is not true for these Apostolos quests. You must have that quest encounter in your inventory here, right? Like, it needs to be popping up here before you can join a quest. So that is very important. Now, one other thing to keep in mind when you take on Apostolos quests is that there is no need to bring any max lucks. Just bring your OP monsters to clear. That is good enough. Because when you clear that Apostolos quest, that boss will drop 3 copies of himself. And then when you go to the results screen, you'll also get 1 drop if you got a speed clear, and 1 drop if you cleared via no continue, which you are forced to anyway. There is an asterisk on the 1 drop via speed clear chest. We will talk about that later in this video, but there is a way to increase that number this time around. And the last thing to talk about the Apostolos quest is to remember that once you encounter it, that quest will disappear after 24 hours. If you do not take on that quest within that 24-hour time frame, you are going to be forfeiting your chance to take that character on, and you don't want to do that. I believe the encounter rate, just by hearsay, is about 10-20%. So while it's not super rare, it's not something that you want to just poo-poo away without doing it, right? So make sure you are diligent about taking care of those quests when they come up. And you will not be able to encounter the same Apostolos if you have one in your bank. But let's say you're traveling to 2 different islands. You can have an Apostolos active on Island 1 and active on Island 2. They won't overwrite each other. That was changed as of the last appearance. That also occurred then. That carries over to this 3rd edition as well. But if you are constantly doing Island 1, you will only get that one Apostolos. You cannot tank up multiple Apostolos quests on the same island. So do be careful about that. You generally, if you encounter it, you probably want to just go in and finish it right away so that you can get, as you're farming the other stuff, you are still giving yourself the chance to encounter the Apostolos on a clear for that quest. Alright? So, now there are many items that you can pick up along the way through this quest, and let's just go over them right now. I'll go to the store so that it's slightly easier to see. We will start off with this map item here. Basically what this map will do is when you are traveling to a destination, you will be able to see all of the quests that you have previously encountered. Right? You can see that there that I've encountered this blue, the satellite quest, and the gray quest and light element. You must have encountered it at least once. But if you have, you will be able to click that quest and then guarantee that your destination will be that particular quest. Right? So, like I said earlier, eventually you're going to get to a point where you only care about a specific monster to get. You don't want to roll that dice to see which one you're going to get. Pick it with the map. You're guaranteed to do that. And, even better, now that, Monster Strike has gotten better, you'll actually be able to see your current total highest luck of that particular monster so that you can get an idea if you're done or not at this screen immediately. Which, good quality of life update. Now, the next item is this hourglass item here. And basically, this allows you to immediately land at your destination. So you can see that once you are taking off towards a destination, this orange button will be available. And this orange button, when you click it, will give you 3 ways to immediately land at your pointed destination. One way to do this is the top item is simply spend a single orb to immediately land. Right? Yes, you can circumvent the 4-hour wait to get to the island by spending a single orb. If you want to do this, power to you. Obviously, as a free-to-play player, that's not something that makes sense economically. And I don't know, maybe you just lose motivation if you don't do it right away. I mean, clearly that happens to me. Be careful about that. This will suck up a lot of orbs. I remember seeing Shiro do his live stream, and the amount of orbs he melts to just make progress is insane. So, I mean, obviously you can talk with other folks, maybe go to the Discord channel to see if anybody else is doing that. But just do understand, if you are melting orbs to arrive quickly, it will be a lot of orbs in the end that you melt, right? Now, aside from sending orbs, you can also watch a commercial on that second slide. Now, do know if you're in certain regions in the world, I have heard Google Play ads don't actually work in your region. You're going to be out of luck on that. There's nothing we can really do about that unless you try to use a VPN or something. But you get 2 opportunities per day. That opportunity refreshes at 4 a.m. and 4 p.m. Japan time. For those of you in the Pacific time zone, that's really easy to remember. It's just midnight and noon Japan or Pacific time. So make sure, if you want to speed up your progress, don't forget that you do have a free option twice a day to do this. Now remember, the 2 times don't stack up. It refreshes at every 12 hours, right? So if you forget one, you're out of luck, right? Keep that in mind. And the last item, of course, is, well, we're talking about this item, the hourglass item. If you have one of those in your possessions, you can just use that to immediately land without having to waste 30 seconds watching a commercial or spending an orb. Alright, let's go over fishing. Now, if you go to this screen here, and you can always access the screen by hitting this green button on the top right of any of the C's screens. And the first one allows you to do some fishing. Normally, you'll be able to do 1 fishing trip each day. This can be increased to 2 if you get the real boat upgrade. Again, we'll talk about boat upgrades a little bit later. Important thing here, though, is that your real opportunities reset at midnight every day in Japan. It's not 4 a.m. when the Monster Strike day resets itself, right? This is actually changing when the physical day in the world changes in Japan, right? Once it's midnight in Japan time, you can do another real fishing pull. And so let's just do this right now. You'll see that there are 3 buttons here. The top left says, I want to fish. The top right says, I want to use the item, which is described at the bottom of the slide, which will guarantee that you get a chest. Now, I don't think I have any items on the right, and so let's just do a regular reel pull here, and then see what happens. And I got a pot! And so that is the worst tier item you can get. There's a possibility of 4 different items you can get through here. The first one, of course, is the pot. You see, you'll get 100 stones and 1 elemental max P to help you out, level up your monsters. You also have the chance to get a wooden box that gives you 100, 300, 500, or 1,000 soul points on top of 200 stones. And then the nice reward here is a chest. The bonus for that is the next time you play any quest, and you cannot choose this is just active. So whatever quest comes up next, that quest will give you 2 times all of the boss drops. Right? You'll also get 300 stones. Now, in addition to that chest, there is something called a luxurious chest. And this is new for this iteration of the seas. This requires you to upgrade your real boat to level 2 to be able to get this. But not only do you get the next quest played gives you 2 times drops of the boss, you also get one of the hourglass or a map item. Right? One of those 2 you'll be able to get. And you'll also get 400 stones, which is the highest amount you can get. Now, this is also very important too, that the bonus to get double drops on your next attempt, that also resets at midnight Japan time. So make sure you don't forget about that, because that is a really nice, bonus you can get. But, you want to be like, oh, I don't want to do it on this quest. I'll wait until the next one. And then let's say you forget to run that quest before the day changes. You're going to lose that bonus you had. So... And I'm pretty sure I've done that inadvertently a few times. So just make sure you get it. Just, all right, whatever. Let's run it on the next quest. Or, make sure you don't do a fishing event until you're like, okay, I want to run this quest. It would be nice if I get double drops on this. Let me do a fishing quest to see if I can get it. And again, remember, if you have this item, which you can pick up from the store, for example, you are able to guarantee that the next fishing adventure you do will be a chest. And whether or not it's a regular chest or a luxurious chest, that is completely up to luck. So if, make sure you're smart about when you use this real item. And, we looked at it quickly here, but as you're collecting these, mysterious stones, you'll exchange them for in-game goods and upgrades to your boat. The top 2 items here you can see, which are currently locked, are upgrades to your boat so that you can travel to the next islands. And like I said earlier, not only do you need to have the stone requirements of 4,000 stones, but you also need to make sure that the total luck of the monsters on your current island reaches a certain threshold of 200 luck. Once you do that, you can purchase this, and then you can move on to the next island. And you'll do that again for island number 3. And, you can get all these other items as well. Like this box expanding thing is always nice to just pick up in general. Actually, you know what? Why don't I do that right now? That's just a nice one to get. And you can get a lot of other items for the game itself. You can get some titles. You can get a nice animated good job sticker, which I get a kick out of every time I see that. But you will notice down here that some items are locked, including that tasty 20 orb reward. These will get unlocked once you unlock island number 2 and island number 3. So just make sure you make good progress to be able to get that far in the reward tiers. And talking about these items that can help you out along the way. Don't forget that every 8th 18th and 28th of the month is boat day, any day that ends with an 8. The 2 perks you can get out of that is the first is make sure you can pick up these one of each of those 3 items at a very discounted price of 100 stones. You can see that their normal price here is somewhere in the 400s, I think, right? Yeah, the hourglass the hourglass only is 400, and then the map and the lure cost 800. So that's a pretty good discount you can get for these items, which will help you make good progress in the game. And another perk is that you'll be able to fish one more time that day. And, like we said earlier, if you happen to purchase the real item, that increases your total number of fishing opportunities to 3 times per day, which is no small feat. Alright, we've talked about all of this old stuff. Now let's get into this new stuff. When you clear quests and you are pooling up the luck of all of those enemies on that particular island, you are going to be able to pick up some rewards. And one of the new rewards that we're getting this time are these secret sea spheres. I just named that way because of the alliteration. I like it. I don't know if other people will pick up on that, but that's up to them. But when you clear quests, there will be this little meter that gives you an insight of the total luck that you have earned for the different monsters, right? And so all of that will be pooled up and you'll be getting different rewards. For the secret sea spheres, every 50 luck you pool up will get you one of these spheres for the first island, for a total of 8 possible spheres from island number 1. It maxes out at 400 because once you max luck a particular monster, you're not going to be able to get any more on that. However, this is important. The amount you get differs per island you're on. Island 1 gives you 1 per 50 luck, up to 400 total luck, right? That's a total of 8. But Island 2 gets you 2 spheres per 50 luck, up to 400. That's a total of 16. And yes, Island 3, you got it. That's 3 per 50 luck for a total of 24. So this is really incentivizing you to make some progress faster, I think, so that you can pick up these orbs faster, so that you can upgrade your boat, faster. It's interesting. Now, obviously, it might be a struggle, like if you don't have the right max luck monsters for the island quest. In the past, the monsters from the previous island were able to be used as max luck monsters for the next island. So actually finishing a particular island was very helpful to chain, the max lucks that you could use for the next quest. So whether or not it makes sense to, just dive forward for those later quests, I don't really know right now, but just number-wise, you can see that if you are able to make progress on the later islands, you will get more spheres for the same amount of luck you're pooling up. It might be better that way to get more rewards slightly faster so that you can upgrade things at a better pace. And you may have noticed that these rewards, you will still be getting these Apostolos compasses. These items, which is unique to each island, allows you to summon that Apostolos immediately, right? You don't have to play chance, clear a quest to see if you'll get that. Use your compass, you'll be able to find the Apostolos and then take them on right away. And this hasn't changed from last time either. You will be getting a compass once every 100 luck that you have pooled up at a maximum of 400 luck for that island. So those are the items. Now, what do we get to do with these items? We've talked about boat upgrades already. Let's actually see and understand what these boat upgrades are actually doing for us. You can see that there is going to be a new option on that green button at the very bottom, and it opens up this menu, which gives you the array of all these lovely 5 boat upgrades that you can get. You can see that there is a slider here to allow you to upgrade multiple things in multiple ways. Do note that it's not a 1-to-1 ratio from level to items, and in fact certain upgrades cost more than others, right? You can see this boat costs 10 spheres to just get to level 1, whereas The engine only costs 1, but has multiple levels. The reel here, it costs 5 to get the first one, and then another 5 to the next level. So just keep that in mind as you look at these. The amount of spheres that it costs to upgrade is different per item. Now, this is also important. It's grayed out for me because obviously I have not done anything to do that, to upgrade it. And you also cannot upgrade your ship while it is out on sea. Right? That doesn't make sense. You can't just do some construction while it's moving along on the waters. You have to be, in a port somewhere to be able to make these changes. Keep that in mind if you want to do that. You can't be traveling if you want to upgrade your boat. But you have the opportunity to reset your allocations of your spheres whenever you want. And that's whenever you want with an asterisk. You have 2 opportunities to do it for free. And that happens when you upgrade your boat, right? When you purchase that upgrade to go to level 2 to unlock island number 2, you'll get 1 opportunity to reset. And that's like a stock thing. You don't have to use it right away. It's just whenever you want to use it, you realize you made a bad decision, or maybe your priorities have changed. You can use that to adjust how you spend your spheres. You'll get another one again when you upgrade to level 3, but that's it for free. However, you can still do this anytime you want. It'll just cost 1 orb to do it. Again, it's up to you. Obviously, if you realize, oh, this was a stupid decision, why did I do this? And then I'm going to have to wait all this time. No, you don't. Click that, spend an orb, reallocate. We're good. So, do keep that in mind. You always have the opportunity to reset your options. Now, let's go through these individual items one by one. And I've also included GameWith's priority recommendation of upgrading these things. They kind of split it up into 2 camps. One camp is the free to play. I don't really care about it too much. I just want to take it easy. I don't want to spend orbs to make things faster. I'm just playing this casually. And then the other group is for I want to finish this as fast as possible. I'm just going to spend orbs. I don't care. Let's just go. 2 camps there. So let's take a look at the first item here, and that is the engine. And this engine here will decrease the amount of travel time it takes to get to the next quest. Remember, it does take 4 hours before you can decide, I want to go to this island, and you can actually play that quest. Now, you can see there are 4 levels available here. Level 1 decreases the wait time by 8%, which is a reduction of 19 minutes. Level 2, 16.5%, which is 39-minute decrease to 3 hours 21. Level 3 gets you to 25%, which is an hour decrease to 3 hours. And then a 37.5% decrease on level 4 to bring it down to 2.5 hours. And now this does apply to skips as well. Remember, I said the base time for your first skip reduces it to 2 hours. So you take the percentage decrease from that. And then your second skip decreases it to 1 hour, and then it would affect the percentages that way as well. The math is not there, but you can do that on your own as homework if you want. Now, GameWith priority ranking, they gave both camps a C rating for this, and I fully agree with that because... And obviously there could be a niche group of you there out there, but in general, for those of you who are taking it easy and are not like, you have an alarm 4 hours when it's ready, I'm gonna play right away. You're probably not caring that much to play it right away. And remember, are you actually getting anything by saving 19 minutes, 39 minutes, an hour even? You would have to be you're making sure that you are constantly checking the clock to play that to see if it's worth it. I mean, I've probably had many opportunities where I've landed and I'm not just playing the game yet. Is the engine going to help me there? I don't think so. So I totally agree with the C rating that they give. And obviously, if you're spending orbs, you're already spending currency to arrive immediately. You have zero need to get an engine upgrade. Unless it's just like you want to sleep. No, you're sleeping for more than 4 hours anyways. This should not be a high priority. Unless you're like, alright, I will check in immediately after 3 hours 21 minutes to make sure I get that level 2 bonus. Take advantage of that. So that's the first upgrade, the engine. Second upgrade is the submarine, and this will increase the Apostolos quest speed clear rewards. I think this is huge, to be honest. Normally, right, remember, on a speed clear you only get 1 drop. If you increase this to level 1, you'll get two times the drop. Level 2 is 3 times, and level 3 is 4 times the drops. So I mean, I think that's huge. You are getting a boost on this, and I don't know if these stack, but remember, we have that item to get 2 times your normal drops, right? You do 2 times 4 times 1, that's 8 drops. You're already getting 3 from the boss clear, and I guess your no continue you would also get a 2 times on. So what? That's 10 drops. So if that's true, you are getting a huge boon to finish these Apostoloses faster and with less attempts. So I mean, GameWith gave this a B ranking for those who want to take it easy, but honestly, I don't want to play that many Apostolos quests. So if this allows me to finish this faster with less attempts, I don't see why this is not higher up on the rankings. So I would say even for those who want to take it easy, it should be at a higher scale of priority in my mind. Just get the Apostolos quest over with. Maybe I missed something. If you guys are aware of something, let me know in the comments and we can discuss with everybody here. But I think this is a pretty high priority in my mind to focus on as well. Alright, boat upgrade 3, figurehead. You know, that cute little sculpture you get at the the front of your boat there. This increases the quest boss drop rates that you get on the various islands. I'm not sure why I have bonus there. Might have just copy pasted that incorrectly. But this is important that this bonus drop does not apply to Apostoloses. This only applies to the actual quests that are taking place on that island. So anything that you saw in this screen, right? Only these guys will get affected by this bonus. And GameWith gives both crews an S ranking in terms of priority, and I absolutely agree. And because the important thing here is that this allows you to unlock the next islands faster, to take advantage of the little boat upgrade that we're talking about. We'll talk about on the next slide, but also it gets you the opportunity to farm those spheres faster, right? Remember, you will get more spheres per luck bonus on the later islands. You want to get to the later islands, you need to make sure you get 200 luck for your current island. This will obviously help you get there faster. So absolutely prioritize your figurehead upgrade. I think that's a no-brainer to make sure you get forward progress ASAP. Now, item number 4 here, this little boat. This is an interesting one because this allows you to travel to a different island at the same time that you are already traveling to another island on your main boat, right? So, for example, let's say you finished a quest. It's like, I'm ready to go. I want to go to Island 1. I will do that on my main boat first. And then, oh, Island 2 is also there. I'll send my little boat out there to Island number 2. And that allows you to get, in that same 4-hour span, you've got 2 boats going to those 2 different islands. Now, just make it clear, because they, Monster Strike put a call out there to be specific about this, but you cannot put both boats on the same island. They must go perpendicular. Sure, this is perpendicular to different islands. So make sure you understand that. Important thing to note here is that obviously if you only have 1 island unlocked, no point in getting that yet. This is only worth anything when you've got 2+ islands unlocked. All right. Also important that there's only one level for this boat available, right? So you're just unlocking it, right? Which is why it's probably so expensive in terms of spheres, right? It costs 10, but once you get that boat, you have a boat. So that's cool. Game with Party Ranking did give it a little bit more higher importance to those of you who want to take it a little bit easier. Again, that means when you check in for that, for your daily session, or maybe, your small sessions throughout the day to do this, you're going to have 2 quests waiting for you, which is nice. And if you are taking advantage of the, all of the bonuses you have, it applies to your little boat as well. So it's not like you get penalized for taking a little boat to somewhere. Any bonuses you got on your main boat applies to your little boat as well. And then I think they ticked it down a little bit for those of you who are going to rush with orbs, because again, you are just spending orbs to get to your destination anyway. There's really no need to have a second boat that's going to be lagging anyway. You're going to be just immediately landing on your main boat anyway. So probably not as important for those of you who would be willing to melt orbs for this event. And the last item before we call it a day is the reel. We've already discussed this many times, but this reel does give you the opportunity to get an extra pull per day. Level 1 unlocks the ability to get a +1, and then level 2 allows you the chance to encounter luxurious chests. Again, that luxurious chest does not appear for you at all until you get a level 2 reel. They give it a B for those of you who want to play free to play, and C for those of you who are rushing with orbs. And I mean, I wouldn't think about it in terms of like whether or not you want to spend orb, but how important is it for you that you get that chance to get 2 times drops of the quest, right? Like I was saying, the opportunistic, speed to get Apostolos is right. Like if you have this active, you have your 4 times bonus with the what item was it? The submarine here, right? If that opportunity is big for you, then I think you can prioritize this a little bit higher. But again, if you're fine with rushing with orbs, you're only getting a maximum of 3 chances, right? 2 chances per day, right? One more on boat day, but you don't get that many opportunities to use the 2 times bonus. So for the most of the times you're spending melting orbs, you're not going to get any bonuses out of that. So is this as important for you? Maybe not. So I guess that's why they dropped it to a C on Game Wave. And that's it. Hopefully I gone over. I know this is a long video. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. I know this could be complicated. It is here for months, so feel free to there's no need to rush, but you also can't just completely be lazy about it, because without thinking about it, those 2 months will fly. Normal events will still keep coming with this in the background, so it's not like this is going to be something that is on the main stage. And we've seen how crazy Monster Strike has gotten this year in terms of events. So if this is important to finish, and usually one of the Apostolos is end up being good for a while. I think Trenova really shined a lot, not as much as Piscus did in the 2nd tier, but we'll see who gets that opportunity to shine on the 3rd edition here. So again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, ENG Monst to get the latest and greatest news. And of course, Discord channel is available to talk with anybody who can help you out with this quest live in the channel at all times. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.